laden with aid to enter Gaza.
Direct trains between London and both Frankfurt and Geneva are a step closer. Eurostar says it's working on new direct routes to begin operating in the early 2030s. The company says it's part of what it describes as a new golden age of international sustainable travel. And the company says it believes there will be strong demand from business travellers for the new routes. From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy, Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. It is a Tuesday, the 10th day of June for 2025. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic, ready to start your day the right way. All of your news, weather, and sports to get you up and get you out the door here this morning. The field is now set for the 2025 College World Series. Murray State is the last team and the latest team to join the party in Omaha. We'll talk about that this morning as the Racers picked up a big win last night over Duke to win the Durham Super Regional. So the College World Series brackets are now set. We'll give you the schedule for this weekend. Nebraska's sophomore incoming freshman Alexis Jensen has been named the Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year for the second consecutive year. The Nebraska softball team has grabbed its first transfer portal addition as former UNLV catcher Jesse Farrell will be joining the team beginning next season. Nebraska men's basketball coach Fred Hoiberg has announced a trio of staff changes. After helping Creighton back to the NCAA tournament this year, Associate Head Coach Mark Kingston is ready to take the torch as the head coach there, the Creighton Blue Jays. We've got some Legion baseball to tell you about here today. Hastings Sodbusters in action last night out in Casper, and the NHL and the NBA playoffs continue here, and we'll talk about all that and more coming up as we get you up and get you going here this morning as we welcome in Tyson from the Western Studios here this morning. Good morning.
And a good morning, and quite a bit to talk about, including a first ever trip to the College World Series. Congratulations to the Racers of Murray State. I think that if you take a poll of Nebraskans right now, ask them who their favorite team to win the College World Series would be, I think you'd have a good majority that are going to be cheering on for LSU because just because of the hospitality that LSU fans provide down there when they're in Omaha, Omaha is sort of Baton Rouge's second home when it comes to LSU baseball. That they're an amazing fan base, and nobody has ever said a bad word about an LSU fan. Maybe SEC teams, but I think you're thinking LSU, and then I think the other half of the state's going to be pulling for Murray State. So I see a lot of neutral fans that are going to be getting tickets to go check out the Racers and go see some Racer ball. And if you were watching the game on ESPN last night, just talking with the coach in between innings, talking about what this program means, and that they've kind of just become one big tight knit family. It was really neat to see, and you sort of fell in love for that kind of team. They were able to knock off Duke. And what a performance from the closer. I mean, this guy got the rock yesterday in the seventh inning. And he went 3 solid innings to pick up the save. And they turned to him in the 7th again. And I thought, man, that's way too early. You're gonna burn this guy out. Just was an absolute gamer. The Murray State the closer was. So they've got a decent bullpen, and I think they've got just as good a shot as anybody. So really excited for get things underway on the College World Series. 1 o'clock's first pitch on Friday with Arizona and Coastal Carolina. Then you're talking Louisville and Oregon State. They'll play the nightcapper Friday. Murray State's going to be the 1 p.m. game on Saturday against Big Ten opponent in UCLA. And then you got their 6 p.m. contest with LSU and Arkansas, all SEC flavor. A good field and a fun field. We should be in for a good week of baseball over there in Omaha.
All right, so there you go. The 8 teams in the College World Series. Again, like Tyson mentioned, beginning Friday. You can chime in. Let's just start right there. You can chime in with us. Are you going to be one of those Nebraska faithful that's going to maybe swing your attention toward Murray State? Or are you going to cheer for somebody else in the College World Series? Drop us a message on all of our social media sites. We'll monitor the comments here during the hour. If you'd like to chime in with us on the phone, the fan line, you can. 402-834-1330. It's wide open for you if you'd like to chat about the College World Series or anything else on your mind here this morning as you get up on this Tuesday morning, either sports related or not. Give us a call. We'll chat about it here as we join you at the breakfast table. Who are you going to be cheering for in the College World Series? And maybe who's going to be your favorites to win the thing? Chime with us on the social media sites. You've got the number 3 seed in Arkansas, the number 6 seed in LSU, the number 8 seed in Oregon State, the number 13 seed in Coastal Carolina, the number 15 seed in UCLA, and then the also-rans, Arizona, Louisville, and Murray State. So who's your favorite to win the College World Series, and who will you be cheering for in the College World Series? So you think the Husker fans, the faithful that'll be in attendance at Charles Schwab Field will lean toward Murray State, or do you look to somebody that might have a legitimate chance to make a run in the College World Series and a team like Coastal Carolina?
Did you say like legitimate chance to win?
I didn't say
man.
win. I said to make a run.
Well, no, I'm saying like you get to the field of 8 and there's no more like legitimate or illegitimate teams. Like all these teams here, I think have a potential to win. I think LSU is probably the favorite, in terms of a lineup and a pitching rotation that's built to win this thing. But at this point, I mean, it's anybody's game. And game on. And if Murray State hasn't proved that throughout the course of the last 2 weeks, I don't know what else they got to do, man. In your Coastal Carolinas, that's a dark horse team that I told you about going into Auburn that was going to give Auburn a lot of fits, and they did. I could see Coastal Carolina easily playing in a championship series. You're taking 2 SEC teams and you're clashing them together right away. So there's one team that's going to have to work their way through the ladder, whether that be LSU or Arkansas. So that takes out some of your stress right there. If you're some of these mid-major schools trying to make an impact, and the Cats, all they've done like all season long is proved doubters wrong. Going into the Big 12 for their first time ever playing Big 12 ball, and everyone's like, "Oh, Arizona's going to struggle to keep up," and all they did was just blow by the Big 12 in the conference tournament, scratch and claw their way into the regional competition, and they've just continued to impress. They impressed over the weekend in Super. So yeah, like I said, I could make an argument. We could go down 1 through 8, and give you an argument and 5 reasons that their team could be hoisting the trophy. I think at this point, like, my heart is going to lean towards LSU. I don't know where my head's kind of leaning in LSU's direction, but I think the Tigers would be my favorite.
You're going to hop on Murray State. You're going to hop on Murray State, and you'll ride them because you're already riding the horse. No. You're already riding the Murray State horse.
I'm too much of an LSU baseball fan to do that.
You will, but that'll be your team that you want to win the championship, but you'll watch Murray State and you'll hop on their bandwagon. I can tell. I can just tell it from what you have already mentioned here on this show. You'll hop on the Murray State bandwagon.
And why wouldn't you?
Because you like underdogs.
It's a fun story.
You like underdogs.
First time in program history going to Omaha.
Did you see their home field? It was on the social media sites this morning. Their home field is no bigger than Duncan Field.
Well, Duncan Field is bigger than a lot of home ballparks.
No, but I mean, as far as the amenities are concerned, the stands, the coach actually cuts the grass.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, he cuts the grass at their home stadium. I think I saw this morning it holds 800 people. And it's got an old wooden press box. It holds 800 people in their stands, and the coach is responsible for cutting the grass. at Murray State.
It was like earlier this year when LSU was at Nicholls State, and there was just like it was like your neighborhood ballpark at Carter Field, like you're going across the street from the YMCA, and I mean there was like no seating other than just like these kind of steel bleachers, and the players were using porta potties for bathrooms. And I was like, oh, that reminds me of Duncan before they turn the water on. But at the same time, yeah, Nicholls State with like very, very few amenities. So some of these smaller schools, man. I mean, and here's the good thing for like that's going to be exposure for Murray State baseball. So maybe you can enhance and improve some of those amenities around the ballpark. But they've got to build a brand first, and this is that exciting first step to Racer Ball. It's very similar to kind of the path from Dallas Baptist from about 5-6 years ago, where everyone was saying, who in the hell is Dallas Baptist? And that was a similar story with Murray State, and they started knocking off the big dogs, but they can play, man, and they got nothing to lose at this point. I mean, they're on absolute cloud nine with not only just winning a regional, but then getting a super regional victory, especially against a good program like Duke. I mean, everything is just gravy at this point. Go enjoy the experience, have a lot of fun, and continue to do what you do. Play a little racer ball.
All right, so Arkansas, LSU, Oregon State, Coastal Carolina, UCLA, Arizona, Louisville, Murray State in the College World Series. Action gets underway Friday. They'll play a double elimination affair. We'll get down to the championship series on June the 21st. That'll be a best-of-3 championship series to determine the national championship. So get ready for a lot of baseball, and all the games will be on ESPN. A couple of other notes that we want to bring up here. The Jacksonville Jags, they have announced the signing of their Pro Bowl punter Logan Cook to a 4-year extension, a deal that the league says will make Cook the NFL's highest-paid punter.
I can breathe easier now that Jacksonville has a punter.
Well, because they use the punter a lot. And the source said Cook's new contract averages $4 million per year, which surpasses the $3.67 million that Seattle is paying Michael Dixon. Cook was entering the final year of a 4-year contract extension that began in 2022. He was scheduled to earn $3 million in 2025. He leads the NFL in net punting average, 43.5 yards, since he entered the league in 2018 as the Jags' 7th-round draft pick. So Jacksonville has their punter under contract now, a 4-year contract extension that's going to pay him a lot of money. So Logan Cook is in the fold. Indianapolis Colts, they've announced what they're going to do. Of course, Jim Irsay, he died this year, and now his daughters are going to take over the team. Jim died on May 21st at the age of 65. So now his daughters are going to take over the team. They'll assume a co-ownership of the team. His oldest daughter, Carly Irsay Gordon, will assume the role of owner and CEO. Casey Foyt will be the owner and executive vice president, while his youngest sister, while their youngest sister, Kaylin Jackson, will be the owner and chief brand officer. So 3 daughters will be running the Indianapolis Colts organization. They've been evidently with the ownership group since childhood, they said, and now they're going to take over with their dad, Jim Irsay, unexpectedly dying earlier this year. So now the daughters are going to be involved with the Indianapolis Colts organization. That'll be interesting to watch. I
heard they had a lot of experience around the front office, and that should be a fairly seamless transition. So we hope the best in that case, especially for the Colts family, and they have no intentions of doing anything other than continue to run the ship the way it's always been run. So, we shouldn't see a lot of turmoil or topsy-turviness over there in Indianapolis. Did see that the Packers released Jair Alexander, their defensive back. So
I saw that.
That could be interesting to kind of find out where he's going to land. Potential cities right now is San Francisco, Miami.
Yeah, he was kind of in some contract dispute. Mm-hmm. They couldn't come to terms, and Alexander is gone. Do you see where our most favorite quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, after we talked about him yesterday, he signed his contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers on Saturday, and now he's asked for a few days off to get his mind in order.
Yeah.
Already, the merry-go-round and the circus has started in Pittsburgh. He signs the contract on Saturday. He was expected to start their mandatory camp beginning today, and now Aaron Rodgers has already asked for time off to clear his mind. Here we go. He's back into the tunnel.
You were gonna flex your over-unders that you gave yesterday on total win totals and a wild card appearance for the Steelers?
A possible wild card berth for the Steelers. I said they'd be right around the 500 mark. But now he's not even going to practice with the team. Let the circus begin.
It's
now
almost
he's
like we saw this coming.
Yeah, here we go again. He needs to take some time off to clear his mind. He's got some personal time off. He's the world's greatest negotiator for a contract.
Absolutely.
He's going to make $13 million. And as soon as the ink, it's not even dry on the contract yet, he's asking management for a few days off for a mental time. God. So, yeah, let the circus begin in Pittsburgh.
Other headlines, baseball, Roman Anthony, the top prospect that got called up from the Red Sox. He goes hitless in his debut. Roman Anthony, really very multi-talented, tool player. Just one of those guys, right? Brings a lot of speed, brings a lot of pop, and you can kind of throw him anywhere on the diamond. Really good with the glove defensively. And so you get guys like that, and they're certainly jump out at you just in terms of all the tools and weapons they can provide your baseball team. I got asked yesterday from a listener on the show, like who he reminded me or when I watch him play, who he reminds me of. And it's not like he's going to be on Mike Trout level in terms of the numbers that Mike Trout was able to produce, but he has like a little Mike Trout Jr. in him, just in the way he plays the game and hustles around. I would say probably more on the stat line. Going to be more of your Jared Kelenic type out of Seattle. But certainly an exciting prospect, but he does go hitless yesterday. The defensive play of the year, I'm going to share this on social media. Just saw it when I woke up this morning. The outfielder, center fielder for the Oakland or Sacramento or Vegas or whoever you want to call them, the Athletics center fielder, made one impressive grab in Anaheim yesterday. I mean, scaled the wall and then some. To rob a would-be home run. So if you want to see the catch of the year, head over to the social media pages. Just type in A's center fielder. You'll watch it. Amazing catch.
All right, 402-834-1330 is our telephone number. If you get on here today, that's our fan line. If you'd like to chime in with us at the breakfast table, 402-834-1330. Leave us a message on all of our social media sites as we continue to monitor that. You're waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. It's a Tuesday morning at 7:18.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
We'll start in Wood River, where Sunday morning Hall County Sheriff's deputies responded to a report of a train versus pedestrian fatality. Upon arrival, deputies discovered a deceased adult male at the scene. The victim has not been positively identified, and the investigation is ongoing. An abandoned vehicle with out-of-state plates was located nearby and is believed to belong to the victim. As of now, there is no further details available regarding the incident. The Nebraska Medical Cannabis Commission held its inaugural meeting. This would have been yesterday, as it approaches critical deadlines for implementing medical cannabis regulations. The commission is tasked with establishing licensing criteria by July 1st and begin issuing licenses by October 1st. And given the tight timeline, emergency regulations are likely necessary to meet the July deadline, as the standard rulemaking process is a 30-day public notice period. With the next meeting scheduled for June 26th, the state's Assistant Attorney General will discuss the emergency rulemaking process. But if significant changes are made to the proposed rules, additional public hearings with 30-day notices would be required. Meanwhile, on Sunday, troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for speeding on Interstate 80, this just outside of Lexington. During the stop, the trooper developed suspicions of criminal activity, and a subsequent search of the vehicle uncovered approximately 23 pounds of suspected fentanyl and cocaine concealed in several packages. The driver and his passenger, both residents from the Bronx, New York, were arrested and booked into the Dawson County Jail. 7:20, let's head over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's going down in sports?
Well, the field is set for the 2025 College World Series. Murray State clinched the final spot of the 8-team tournament with a 5-4 win over Duke last night in the Super Regional Series Championship in Durham, North Carolina. Murray State is 44-15. They'll be playing in the College World Series for the first time. The Racers are the number 4 seed to advance to Omaha. The College World Series will get started on Friday as Coastal Carolina will play Arizona at 1, followed by Oregon State against Louisville at 6. On Saturday, UCLA will play Murray State at 1, followed by Arkansas against LSU at 6. Nebraska softball incoming freshman Alexis Jensen has been named the Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year for the second consecutive year. Jensen helped Gretna to an undefeated record at a 2024 Class A state championship. She was 20-0 in the circle with a 0.29 earned run average. At the plate, she hit .549 with 10 home runs and 47 RBIs. The Nebraska softball team has grabbed its first transfer portal addition as former UNLV catcher Jesse Farrell will be joining the team for the 2025-2026 season. Farrell has played 2 years with the Rebels, appearing in 100 games with 99 starts. She has a career batting average of .338 with 19 home runs, 74 RBIs, 26 doubles, 3 triples, and 72 runs scored. Nebraska men's basketball coach Fred Hoiberg has announced a trio of staff changes. Justin Moore has been promoted to coordinator of athletics after serving as the graduate manager for the past 2 seasons for the Huskers. Braden Grant and Charlie Hoiberg will be joining the staff as graduate managers. Grant comes to Lincoln after playing collegiately at Wright State and at Cedarville of Ohio. Hoiberg joins the staff after serving as a student manager at Texas Christian. After helping Creighton back to the NCAA tournament this season, associate head coach Mark Kingston has become Creighton's 11th head coach for the Blue Jays program. Kingston takes over for Ed Service, who announced his retirement at the beginning of the season. Kingston brings 15 years of head coaching experience to Omaha, with stops at South Carolina, South Florida, and Illinois State. He's got a career coaching record of 490, 335, and 1. In American Legion baseball action tonight, Kearney will play at Hastings. The juniors game will be at 5, with the seniors to follow at 7:30. We'll have both games on Extreme Sports, beginning with a pregame at 4:45 this afternoon. Other action, Grand Island will play host to Columbus. Hastings Sodbusters lost their first game of the season last night. They lost to the Casper Spuds by the score of 9-3. Jude Greaves led the Sodbusters with 3 base hits. Derek Rocket was the losing pitcher. The Sodbusters are now 9-1 on the season. The same 2 teams will play at 7:30 tonight out in Casper. And the Kansas City Royals will open up a series with the New York Yankees tonight at Kauffman Stadium. The Royals are currently 34-32 on the season. First pitch will be at 6:40. That's a check in your sports headlines coming up on 7:24 now on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones. Summer weather returns today on Tuesday, and then we'll have summer weather the rest of the week as well. Hey, everybody, Tim Jones, Nebraska Weather TV. 91 will be the high today. Plenty of sunshine, light wind out of the southwest, 5 to 10. Overnight tonight, we dip down to the mid-60s. On Wednesday, we'll maintain low to mid-90s for highs. Plenty of sunshine. Breezy with the southwest wind gusting to 25. Chance of storms Wednesday night and 80s the rest of the week.
I like it. That's more like it. Right now, as you wake up, get going, we've got just a slight breeze. Winds are basically variable today. Sunny skies. It's 51 degrees at Extreme Sports.
June is busting out in live music at Mulata Vista Winery. This is Mick, and there is nothing like a summer's evening out on our patio, especially when it's filled with great music, award-winning wines, and mouth-watering foods. Saturday on June 7th, you can come enjoy country music sounds of Grant Pickrell. Grant is from Fullerton. Then on the 21st, it's classic rock and country from Evan Rosentrader. Make your reservations now on our website at MulataVistaWinery.com. Come see us, Mulata Vista Winery, St. Paul, Nebraska. Learn more on Facebook or on our website.
Raceway brings the action every Friday night with high-speed thrills and dirt-flying excitement for the whole family. From A-class and non-wing warriors to junior sprints, junior cage karts, and flat karts, there's something for every race fan to cheer for. Grandstands open at 7. Ages 13 and up are just $10, and kids 12 and under get in free. Want to be part of the action? Pit passes are just $20, with gates opening at 5:30. And mark your calendars. June 27th and 28th, the now 600 National Series comes to town, featuring drivers from all over the nation and some of the best racing you'll see all season. Cam Raceway, where the dirt flies and legends are made.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
Extreme Sports has been bringing you the exclusive home of Hastings College Athletics, and we're just getting started. Thanks to our incredible sponsors and your support, Extreme Sports 2 has been a huge success. And now we're excited to announce the launch of Extreme Sports 3. With Extreme Sports 3, you'll get even more local sports coverage. Plus, 24/7 access to Sports by Line, where you'll hear the best in national sports talk. Whether it's Hastings College, high school action, or the latest from around the sports world, we've got it covered across all 3 streams. And don't forget, when we're not broadcasting games, join us weekday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for Huddle Up with Mike Will and Tyson Havronik. It's the perfect way to start your day with sports, news, weather, and great local interviews. So tune in, check out all 3 streams, and stay with us for even more sports coverage coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all possible, and to you, our listeners, for keeping Extreme Sports strong.
All right, Mike Will, Tyson Havronik with you. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for a Tuesday, the 10th day of June. Again, thanks for joining us, whether you're listening online on our website at x-streamsports.com, maybe on your smartphone with our free mobile app, on your smart speaker, Roku TV, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you're listening to us. Thanks for joining us on the show here today. Again, 402-834-1330 is our telephone number if you'd like to chime in here this morning. Anything on your mind, sports-related or not, give us a call. Love to chat with you, 402-834-1330. If you'd like to leave us a message on our social media sites, we're monitoring those comments as well. The NBA Finals taking the night off tonight. They will continue tomorrow night. Oklahoma City will play at Indiana. That series is tied up at a game apiece, so no NBA stuff tonight. Oklahoma City at Indiana tomorrow night. Again, the series tied up at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, then on the ice last night, Florida grabs the 2-1 advantage in their Stanley Cup Final Series with Edmonton. Did it in a big way. 6-1 victory. Florida just hit the gas from the word go. Never looked back, and Edmonton's keeper had a horrid night, ended up getting pulled midway through the third period. His night was over, and Florida just poured it on. 6-1 victory. They looked every bit like the Florida team that I said was going to come into the series, and took it to Edmonton. So they take a 2-1 advantage in that series. They will resume action, I believe, on Thursday after getting their night off on Wednesday because of the NBA Finals. They'll resume things on Thursday, 7 p.m. on TNT.
Yeah, Game 5 in Florida. So the Stanley Cup continues. NBA Finals are in the home stretch now as they kind of wind down their seasons. We mentioned the Kansas City. They're opening a series tonight with the New York Yankees. Kauffman Stadium. First pitch will be at 6:40 tonight. The Royals hanging right around the 500 mark. They're 34-32 on the season.
Should be a good series. Texas, Minnesota, also a very intriguing series, as is the Toronto Blue Jays and St. Louis Cardinals. So 3 good series to pick from. Padres, Dodgers, that always gets the attention. Although that's 9:30 baseball, so I don't think I'll be staying up for the nightcapper tonight. But MLB's got the stage. It's theirs. No more college baseball until Friday. Playoffs not getting underway until tomorrow, so it's an all baseball Tuesday.
One of the thing I might mention here for the racing fans that follow racing closely, Kyle Larson, a guy that raced in Michigan on Sunday, he's going to be in Nebraska tonight, running sprint cars at Eagle Raceway, which is just outside of Lincoln. So Kyle Larson, occasionally he makes a trip into the Cornhusker State to run sprint cars on the dirt during the week. He's going to make a stop in Eagle tonight. It's big-time money special race in Eagle tonight. So if you're looking for something to do, you're a racing fan, maybe make a trek to Eagle, Nebraska tonight to watch NASCAR driver Kyle Larson in action tonight. Then after tonight, Kyle's heading to Mexico. The NASCAR circuit is in Mexico this weekend. I have no idea why they're racing there. They're trying to expand their fan base.
Sure.
So they're running in Mexico this weekend. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a road course.
Yes, I love road courses
in Mexico.
God, they get a turn right this time.
Yeah, right and left.
Yeah.
Right and left. So anyway, Kyle Larson, I wanted to bring that up. I know there's a lot of racing fans that follow this show. So Kyle Larson will be in action tonight at Eagle Raceway just outside of Lincoln.
Awesome.
All right, anything else happening here? We've got Legion Baseball tonight. In fact, a great Legion baseball doubleheader for us tonight here on Extreme Sports. Kearney is going to be in town. All four teams, the juniors and the seniors, all four teams off to great starts. In fact, the seniors game ought to be a dandy tonight between Hastings 5 Points Bank and Kearney Miscos. That'll be the 7:30 game tonight. The juniors will play at 5 this evening. We'll have both games on the air here on Extreme Sports, beginning with the pregame show at 4:45 this afternoon. In fact, going to be a busy week for Legion Baseball. We've got games Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tomorrow, Columbus is going to be in town to take on both Hastings 5 Points Bank and Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes. Then on Thursday, just the Scottsbluff seniors will be in town for a single game. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Legion Baseball here on the exclusive home of Legion Baseball for the 2025 season. That's Extreme Sports. Happy to bring that to you, and we'll have it beginning at 4:45 this afternoon with Hastings and Kearney.
You mentioned the both teams off to flying starts, and I think you could get Hastings and Kearney together, and it wouldn't matter if one of those teams came in with just one win on the season. Anytime that the Tri-Cities get together for Legion Baseball, it's always a good show, good opportunity to head out to Duncan Field this evening and catch some local action.
Yeah, I see 5 Points Bank 9-3 on the season after they went 4-1 in the Kansas City tournament over the weekend. Kearney Miscos, they came in with a mark of 7-4. Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes are sitting at 6-2, and Kearney Pinnacle Bank, that's their juniors team. They're also they got a winning record. So some great games for tonight. We'll have them for you on Extreme Sports beginning at 4:45 this afternoon. Hastings Sodbusters, we mentioned this. The Sodbusters losing their first game of the season last night. They lost to the Casper Spuds. The Spuds beat the Sodbusters by the score of 9-3. So the same two teams will play at 7:30 tonight out in Casper. The Sodbusters will be back at home this weekend for a weekend series, but they lose their first game of the season. They're now sitting at 9-1 for the Sodbusters as they play again tonight.
It's a pretty impressive 10-game stretch, though, going 9-1 in your first 10 games of the season. First real road trip. They had the Fremont makeup game over the weekend, but first time that they really hit the road and had to kind of get reacclimated and adjusted to just being away from your home ballpark. Plus, you're playing in the higher altitudes up there, and that can take a little bit of adjustment. So we'll see how they can get the ship right and get going again tonight. And baseball's kind of one of those funny games where you just flush that one, put that one in the rearview mirror, and get focused and ready to roll. So hopefully they can do that and get back to playing some winning baseball. But it's been a fantastic start for the Sodbusters. Sad to see it come to an end. One game shy of 10 straight victories.
All right, 402-834-1330 is our telephone number if you'd like to chime in with us here today. Anything on your mind, sports related or not, give us a call. Love to chat with you, 402-834-1330. Like to leave us a message on the social media sites. Lots of people hanging out with us in the lobby, so to speak, here today. It's the 10th day of June for 2025.
And it is. It's also National Iced Tea Day today.
Oh, I love iced tea.
Day to enjoy a refreshing, good old glass of iced tea.
Non-sweetened, please.
Did you say unsweetened?
No, non-sweetened, yeah.
Yeah, unsweetened is the only way to go. Sweet tea is weird and wild. National Frosted Cookie Day today. So I want to head over to Eileen's and get in on a sweet treat. Speaking of sweet treats, is National Black Cow Day today, which when I first read that, I thought we were celebrating like cows. And then I thought, well, why are we segregating cows? A black cow, mind you, is a refreshing malt beverage, a delightful dessert drink that combines the rich flavors of ice cream and soda. Variation of the classic root beer float traditionally made with root beer and vanilla. In the black cow, it is Coke instead of root beer.
So Coke and ice cream?
Coke and ice cream and a little cherry on top. A black cow float.
I know there's a lot of establishments that serve ice cream with different kinds of soft drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Even around Hastings, I think Big Dolly's Deli during the summer serves like stuff with Mountain Dew and ice cream.
That's weird.
And Coke and ice cream,
Big
which would be
black
the black cow.
You could go get your black cow today over at Dally's. And then top it off with an egg roll from your favorite Chinese establishment, honoring the crispy, savory egg roll today. And it is National Ballpoint Pen Day today to commemorate the invention of the ballpoint pen, which apparently happened on this day in history. So there you go.
We're just happy to have a pen around the Extreme Sports Studios.
I never have a pen when I need one. And it's always when I get a phone call and I have to jot down some information, and I'm like, hang on, let me grab a pen.
Oh, where is it?
I'm like, you're going to be hanging on for a little bit because I can't find one.
And then when you find one, it doesn't write.
Right?
Like the ink is all dried up and it doesn't write. So hold on, that pen didn't work. So you scramble to get a pen. So
it's the worst.
Anyway.
Speaking of, I'm glad you got out of captivity yesterday.
Yeah, I was out and about yesterday.
Yeah, you were being held there against your will because I had not yet returned a pullover sweatshirt because I didn't think that they would need it in the blazing 80-degree summer temperatures that we're going to be getting. But
yeah, Little E didn't think he would need it the rest of the week, but he did mention it. He says, when's Tyson you bring back my sweatshirt?
I forgot all about it, honestly. It's been hanging in my closet for last couple weeks.
You did clean it, though.
Yeah, threw it in the wash.
Yeah, I was up in Grand Island yesterday. Mm-hmm. I got held hostage by the owner of your sweatshirt that you have not returned.
Mm-hmm. He felt bad for me. It was like downpouring rain. It was the first day of the GPAC softball tournament.
I assume you didn't bring a coat.
Oh, hell no. No. I was in my Extreme Sports polo.
Yeah.
Shorts. Was ready to roll.
Yeah, that was during the GPAC softball tournament you had up in...
Kind of forgot that I was going to be broadcasting outdoors.
Fremont, and it started to rain.
Mm-hmm.
So you borrowed Little E's...
He's like, I've got a hoodie for you. And I'm like, thanks. He goes, just wash it and get it back to me. And then I completely forgot all about it.
Yeah, he reminded me yesterday. First thing as I walked through the door, he reminded me as he was eating his sandwich.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, I made the trip to Grand Island. I also made my trip to St. Paul up to the winery yesterday.
Inquiring minds must ask. Did you try some more course?
Well, PR mission yesterday. The Miletta Vista Winery up in St. Paul. So, yeah, I was out and about yesterday.
Did you try anything up there?
They were closed. Monday they were closed.
Oh, that's sad.
So I got to see in. To see into the winery. Neat little place up there. Just north of St. Paul, our latest sponsor here on this show. So I get to peek in, but yeah, they were closed on Mondays. I should have known that. We talked to Mick last week or the week before. I was in my car about halfway there, and I said, you know what, I bet they're closed today.
Oh, boy.
They had a few people around, so anyway. That was my mission yesterday.
I adulted yesterday. Did some stuff. I had to go to Walmart, and I ended up getting this, new mopping system.
A mopping system?
I'm not kidding you. This was my adulting yesterday. I got tired of, the little scrubby thing was falling off my, $2 mop, and it just kept falling off, and I was getting sick and tired of, bending over, picking it up, and then just doing the floors by hand. So I got this new mop. It's got a bucket, and the bucket, instead of wringing it out the old-fashioned way, You just press this pedal and it spins the mop. Pretty fascinating.
Wow, you're moving right on up.
Well, and since I was doing all my adulting yesterday, I had to do some childish things, so I ran by the vinyl record selection. Ended up finding some Smashing Pumpkins. Was pretty stoked about that.
Vinyl.
Bought a vinyl record and a mop. It was kind of the weirdest purchasing combination that somebody's probably seen, but...
Well, as soon as I get off of the show today...
What's on your agenda?
Life, I told you yesterday that camping was like overcoming adversity each and every day.
Uh-huh.
My wife, we were out and about last night, and driving home, she ran over something.
Oh, boy.
And immediately, the gauge on her dash panel came on that you have a low tire pressure in one of your tires. Well, by the time we got home, it was extremely low.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got a flat tire on our vehicle sitting in my driveway.
That's not fun.
Now, he changed the tire on the golf cart on Saturday down at the lake. And now she runs over something in the middle of the road last night. And now we got a flat tire on her vehicle.
Do you remember where the jack is?
This car doesn't even have a spare tire to it.
Oh, how are you going to do that?
I'll have to pump it up somehow and limp it in to one of the tire changing guys at 8 o'clock this morning so she can go to work. But she runs over something in the middle of the road. And she didn't even know what it was.
Took out the tire, huh?
Took out the tire. I know I'm going to be buying 2 new tires today at least.
Yeah, because you can't just buy one.
No, you don't buy just one. You got to match them.
One. You got to match it.
I know it's probably going to be non-fixable. I'm just getting ready for it. But yeah, I got to find some place to get her on the road. So that's my mission for 8 o'clock this morning. To get my wife's vehicle on the road.
Dude, that's
ran over
serious
something.
Adulting.
Well, ran over something and she didn't even know what it was.
Amber's got the spinny mop too.
You might know.
Chiming in. She's got the spinny mop.
Now, what's this mop do? You mop the floor, and then instead of wringing it out, it just spins?
Yeah. You put it in a little bucket, and then you press the pedal, and it spins dry.
Like a dryer?
I mean, a little bit. Just a different way to wring it out, I guess.
Wow.
I don't know.
What's it called? The spin mop?
That's what I'm calling it. The spinny mop. I don't know what its official name is.
God.
But I'm pretty sure if you Google spin mop, it'll show up.
I'll look for it next time I'm out at Walmart.
It came highly recommended from my parents. And they said it after they went and they came over this weekend to drop off a rug. And they're like, we've got this great mop. And I'm like, that's a hint for you. Haven't mopped your kitchen floor in a while. And I get that. So I pick up those little hints. And I went out and got me a spinny mop.
How'd that make you feel?
Like an adult.
Oh,
doing adult stuff.
Oh,
it doesn't happen very often around here.
Did you put it in a grocery cart?
No.
Or you just walked out with it?
I just carried it. I was going in for one thing.
Yeah, if it's not on the list, you don't need it.
That's right.
As Shane says, it's called the Easy Ring.
Easy Ring.
The spinning mop. Now, this was not on our show list for today. We're talking about Tyson's new acquisition at Walmart yesterday. The spinning mop.
The latest and greatest. I mean, I pass along sports advice. I pass along life advice. I mean, you got to get yourself one of these.
There's the old Cedar Easy Ring. Buy one today.
We are not getting paid from O Cedar for this endorsement. No. This is a free plug Tuesday.
Yeah, we'd like to get paid from Cedar and Old Ring.
I could make a personal vouch for it. Be a spokesperson.
Maybe we ought to do our show with you in the background cleaning your floors.
I don't think that would be something we want to do.
402-834-1330 if you have something you'd like to discuss on the show here today. It's kind of that period of time now in the sports world, we're winding down the NBA, winding down the NHL. Baseball is in full swing now, and on the cusp of maybe some football stuff here in the next month or so as we get geared up for the fall of 2025. So the next couple of weeks, just kind of, I think, in a lull period until we hit about July, when the Nebraska football team will be coming back into campus and start their workouts. I did see Hastings College is hosting a football camp this week, so we had some of the high school teams in town taking part in Matt Franzen's football camp out at Hastings College. I know there's a basketball camp going on as well. So if you see cars at the football field or the basketball arenas, this is the time where a lot of coaches are holding basketball camps for the next couple of weeks. So
there you go. Wanted to pass along this nugget of info from the Larkin Listening Room. They have put together their concert series and announced the entertainment lineup yesterday. Things will get underway in August for the basically year-long concert series. It runs all the way from August until May, and we'll start with Bree Kennedy on the 21st and end with Sam Birchfield on May 14th. All shows start at 7:30. Tickets are available. You can find out more by heading over to the Larkin Listening Room's Facebook page.
Yeah, so some great entertainment coming to the Lark. I also saw the lineup for the Adams County Fair. Their concerts were announced yesterday. You can go to the Adams County Fair page and get more information on that. But yeah, we're heading to fair time here, not only in Hastings and Adams County, but all around the area. So fairs will be gearing up with all their activities here. And yeah, once you get by the fair season, you've got the Nebraska State Fair, and then we got the sports season again, the fall sports season.
There we go. The front men.
Are you looking up the Adams County Fair entertainment?
I am. The front men, we got Chase Rice and Scott Wolverton. Warren Zeiters, and some rodeo.
I assume those are guys that you don't have vinyl records on.
That would be correct.
They're probably country people.
That's, yeah. That looks
Chase
like
Rice.
All country.
I've heard of Chase Rice before. He's got some good tunes. That's a country guy. If Amber's in the room, she'll know those people. She's a big country fan. So I do know Chase Rice, though. So
no rock.
Anyway, you can go to the Adams County Fair page and get more information on the concert lineup for this year's fair. Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. It is a Tuesday morning at 7:52.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
We'll start off in Wood River, where Sunday morning Hall County Sheriff's deputies responded to a report of a train versus pedestrian fatality. Upon arrival, deputies discovered a deceased adult male at the scene. The victim has not yet been positively identified, and the investigation is ongoing. An abandoned vehicle with out-of-state plates was located nearby and is believed to belong to the victim. As of now, there is no further details available regarding the incident. Meanwhile, the Medical Cannabis Commission held its inaugural meeting yesterday as it approaches critical deadlines for implementing medical cannabis regulations. The commission is tasked with establishing licensing criteria, and they got to do it by July 1st. Also, they need to begin issuing licenses by October 1st. And given the tight time deadline, emergency regulations are likely necessary to meet the July deadline. Standard rulemaking procedure requires a 30-day public notice period. The next scheduled meeting is set for June 26th, where the state's Assistant Attorney General will be on hand to discuss emergency rulemaking procedures. If significant changes are needed to be made to the proposed rules, additional public hearings with the said 30-day notice would still be required. Meanwhile, Sunday, Nebraska State Patrol troopers conducted a traffic stop on Interstate 80 for a vehicle for speeding just outside of Lexington. During the stop, a trooper discovered suspicions of criminal activity. A subsequent search of the vehicle uncovered approximately 23 pounds of suspected fentanyl and cocaine sealed in several packages. The driver and his passenger, both residents of New York, were arrested and booked into the Dawson County Jail. Coming up on 5 minutes until 8 o'clock, we'll head back over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's the haps in sports?
Well, the field is set for the 2025 College World Series. Murray State has clinched the final spot in the 8-team tournament with a 5-4 win over Duke last night in the Super Regional Series Championship game in Durham, North Carolina. Murray State is 44-15. They'll be playing in the College World Series for the first time. The Racers are the fourth number 4 seed to advance to Omaha. College World Series will get started on Friday as Coastal Carolina will play Arizona at 1, followed by Oregon State against Louisville at 6 on Saturday. UCLA will play Murray State at 1, followed by Arkansas against LSU at 6. Nebraska's sophomore incoming freshman Alexis Jensen has been named the Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year for the second consecutive year. Jensen helped Gretna to an undefeated record at a 2024 Class A state championship. She was 20-0 in the circle this year with a 0.29 earned run average. At the plate, she hit .549 with 10 home runs and 47 RBIs. The Nebraska softball team has grabbed its first transfer portal addition as former UNLV catcher Jesse Farrell will be joining the team for the 2025-2026 season. Farrell has played 2 years with the Rebels, appearing in 100 games with 99 starts. She has a career batting average of .338 with 19 home runs, 74 RBIs, 26 doubles, 3 triples, and 72 runs scored. Nebraska men's basketball coach Fred Hoiberg has announced the trio of staff changes. Justin Moore has been promoted to coordinator of analytics after serving as the graduate manager for the past 2 seasons with the Huskers. Braden Grant and Charlie Hoiberg will be joining the staff as graduate managers. Grant comes to Lincoln after playing collegiately at Wright State and at Cedarville of Ohio. Hoiberg joins the staff after serving as a student manager at Texas Christian. After helping Creighton back to the NCAA tournament this season, associate head coach Mark Kingston has become Creighton's 11th head coach for the Blue Jays program. Kingston takes over for Ed Service, who announced his retirement at the beginning of the season. Kingston brings 15 years of head coaching experience to Omaha, with stops at South Carolina, South Florida, and Illinois State. He's got a career coaching record of 490, 335, and 1. In American Legion baseball action tonight, Kearney will play at Hastings. The juniors game is at 5 with the seniors to follow at 7:30. We'll have both games on Extreme Sports, beginning with a pregame at 4:45 this afternoon. Other action, Grand Island will play host to Columbus. Hastings Sodbusters lost their first game of the season last night, falling to the Casper Spuds 9-3. Sodbusters now 9-1 in the season. Same 2 teams will play at 7:30 tonight in Casper. That's a check on your sports headlines. 7:57 now on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Summer weather returns today on Tuesday, and then we'll have summer weather the rest of the week as well. Hey, everybody, Tim Jones, Nebraska Weather TV. 91 will be the high today. Plenty of sunshine, light wind out of the southwest, 5 to 10. Overnight tonight, we dip down to the mid-60s. On Wednesday, we'll maintain low to mid-90s for highs. Plenty of sunshine. Breezy with the southwest wind gusting to 25. Chance of storms Wednesday night and 80s the rest of the week.
Southwest winds this morning at 5 miles per hour. It is sunny. It is 57 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydromassage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high speed, dirt slinging, adrenaline pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, Mike Will, Science and Evronic with you on this Tuesday morning. You're listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. Again, we'll have some Legion baseball coming your way later on today from Duncan Field. Kearney going to be in town to take on Hastings, a juniors-seniors doubleheader tonight out at Duncan. The juniors game will be at 5 with the seniors game at 7:30. We'll have both games here on Extreme Sports. Pre-game show will be at 4:45 this afternoon. So some good American Legion baseball action coming your way today in your exclusive home for Legion baseball. That's Extreme Sports.
Hastings, Kearney, the rivalry renewed. I'm excited.
Good teams, all four of them, like we mentioned earlier.
Good baseball.
Yeah, all 4 teams are good. So, Duncan's going to be busy this week, as we mentioned. Legion baseball Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then the Sodbusters will be back in action again at home. The Sodbusters going to play tonight out in Casper, second game of their series after losing to the Spuds last night. What a name for a team, the Casper Spuds.
Yeah, I accidentally, when I was previewing their upcoming series with Casper, missed the P. I don't know if I was thinking about beer or what the hell was going on, but I announced on the PA, like, upcoming Monday road trip to Casper to take on the Suds.
Are you kidding me?
And everyone turned around and kind of looked at me, and I'm like, I mean the Spuds.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was clearly thinking about the post-work beer. The Casper Suds, just missed the P.
And that would not be a bad name either.
I think that would be a great name for a baseball team.
For a
I think
minor
that's why
league-
I just, yeah.
Minor league team or a independent league team like that. Yeah, in fact, I like that one better than the Spuds.
Thank you.
The Casper Suds.
Give me that for like a Milwaukee AAA affiliate.
Yeah, then you could have
they're
like
the Brewers.
Your mascot could be like a big old beer.
Mug of beer.
Big old mug of beer.
Big Nasty.
Yeah.
They could call him Big Nasty. Although I think Randy Johnson has that one locked up.
Patent rights on the Big Nasty?
Probably.
Yeah, the Suds, though. I like that name. That's going to grow on me.
It was just it was a gaffe. It was a screw up.
Somebody looking for a nickname to their summer softball league team. Call yourselves the Suds.
First Street Suds?
Now, yeah, that's got a ring to it. I like that. Yeah, if you're looking for a nickname for your summer league softball recreational team, just call yourself the Suds.
That's beautiful.
I like that. All right, anything else on the plate we need to hash over here?
I think we fairly well covered it. Yeah. Getting those, trying to squeeze out predictions from people on who their favorite is for the College World Series. We'll do that tomorrow. Look at the field.
I'm going to have to look at the field.
Give me a favorite tomorrow.
I'm going to have to come up with some stuff. I got Arizona in as my dark horse during the Super Regionals.
Coastal Carolina was mine.
I don't know if we can we ride them all the way to the championship? Once we got them in, can we ride them all the way to the championship?
You're going to have to do some research.
Yeah, I don't know if Arizona's got the pitching staff. I don't think they've got the staff to roll through a College World Series. I'll do some work on it today when I have time.
Yeah.
Right now, I've got to go play auto mechanic.
Yeah. Saw the Facebook post. I saw the Facebook post from the accountant.
She posted a flat tire.
An unhappy accountant makes for a very long day, so you got to get that fixed.
God, got to get her off to work.
Yeah.
Certainly don't want her hanging out in the studios with me all day today. God, I've got to get her off to work.
SOS.
All
at
right.
the Eastern Studios.
All right.
Tire repair.
If you'd like to catch the show again, you can download the podcast on any one of our social media sites, including Roku TV. There's a spot you can listen to us again. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. We'll do it again tomorrow morning at 7 here on Huddle Up on Extreme Sports.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports. Join us every weekday morning from 7 until 8 on Extreme Sports.